If you want awesome products at great prices, check out the in the description. The UK's High Court ruling defining woman in the Equality Act 2010 as referring solely to biological sex has sparked a wave of reactions, with the Prime Minister hailing it as a welcome step forward and the Equalities Minister offering a nuanced perspective. This landmark decision, delivered after a lengthy legal battle, clarifies a contentious issue that has deeply divided public opinion and political discourse. The Prime Minister's statement, his first public comment since the ruling, marks a significant shift, particularly given his party's past positions on gender identity. The Prime Minister's endorsement of the judgment stands in contrast to his previous stance. During his tenure as Labour leadership candidate, he notably signed a pledge affirming trans women are women, a position that aligns with the broader inclusivity agenda championed by many within the Labour Party. This commitment, however, appears to have yielded to a more cautious approach in light of the court's decision. The dissonance between his past statements and current endorsement of the ruling highlights the complex and evolving nature of the debate surrounding gender identity and legal interpretation. His shift suggests a recognition of the legal complexities involved and potentially the need to balance competing concerns. The case underscores the tension between upholding the rights of transgender individuals and the protection of women's rights as defined by biological sex. This legal conflict, played out against a backdrop of increasingly polarized public debate, emphasizes the necessity for careful consideration of all perspectives. The court's ruling, in focusing on the biological definition of woman, has inevitably raised concerns about the potential impact on transgender individuals' access to services and spaces designated for women. These concerns are particularly pertinent given the existing challenges faced by transgender people in accessing equitable healthcare, employment, and social opportunities. Adding another layer of complexity to the situation is the stance of prominent Labour figures. The Labour MP Rosie Duffield, now sitting as an independent, previously ignited controversy by asserting that only women possess a cervix. This statement, reflecting a more traditional understanding of sex and gender, has further fueled the ongoing debate. The ruling seems to indirectly validate Duffield's position, though it doesn't explicitly address her statement. This further underscores the deeply entrenched divisions within the Labour Party and the wider political landscape regarding the definition of womanhood. The Equalities Minister, Bridget Phillipson, has attempted to navigate this complex landscape with a carefully worded response. While acknowledging the ruling's necessity, she addressed the concerns regarding access for transgender individuals. She highlighted the availability of unisex and self-contained toilet facilities in many public spaces, suggesting that these options could mitigate potential exclusion. However, she also noted the existence of building regulations, introduced by the previous government and not subsequently altered, that prioritize single-sex toilets in new public buildings, mandating universal facilities only when space permits. This observation implicitly acknowledges the practical challenges of ensuring inclusivity within existing infrastructure and regulatory frameworks. It subtly reveals a potential tension between the desire for inclusivity and the practical limitations imposed by existing building codes and resource constraints. This pragmatic approach, focusing on existing resources and infrastructure, suggests a prioritization of immediately achievable solutions rather than radical policy shifts. The court's decision, therefore, serves not only as a legal clarification, but also as a catalyst for further dialogue and policy adjustments. The government will likely face pressure to address the concerns raised by the ruling, particularly regarding its impact on transgender individuals' access to services. This will involve balancing the legal definition of woman with the need to ensure inclusivity and avoid discriminatory practices. The ruling has undoubtedly raised the stakes in the ongoing debate surrounding gender identity and legal rights, leaving a complex legacy that will undoubtedly shape future discussions and policy implementations. The path forward requires a careful balancing act, maintaining legal clarity while acknowledging the need for a society that is both inclusive and respectful of the rights and needs of all its citizens. The coming months and years will be crucial in navigating this delicate equilibrium. Further discussions and policy reviews will be essential to ensure that the law effectively protects the rights of all individuals while remaining consistent with the spirit of equality and inclusivity.